course it would. Welcome to J&TRE Review Everything Live.
Did you just wait until I was taking a sip of coffee? Oh. Welcome to J&TRE Review Everything Live. I'm Trip.
I'm Jake.
Oh, wow. You didn't even get Jake out.
I didn't.
Welcome. You're joining us here. It's week 60. Sexy 60.
Sexy 60.
9
more episodes until it's Sexy 69.
The sexiest episode of J&TRE that there ever will be. But you're joining us. We got a really big shoe tonight.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I want to start off by talking about stuff that we've done recently. So, obviously, I'm going to plug my VHXS again.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a couple weeks, but it's a 6-minute video. You should go watch it. I review Alien Predators.
Mm-hmm.
It has nothing to do with Alien or Predator.
No, those are not connected.
Nothing, as I found out. Then also we have on peanutbutterdisaster.com, we also have Robbie, our absent commentator, did a review for Return to Oz.
Oh.
I just watched that today. It was pretty good.
Say, Jake, isn't that one of your the movies that scared you the most when you were a little kid?
Yeah. And if you're not done with Halloween yet, if you feel like you didn't get enough of this movie,
and let's be honest, that's not an unusual feeling. I feel like they just kind of push us a little too quickly into like Christmas time holidays.
Yeah.
I want that Halloween spookiness to linger a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm alone.
What about Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving is
Thanksgiving can suck a phone.
Listen, have Thanksgiving, and by not to go off onto a rant here, but Thanksgiving is under attack by all sides, man.
It's a war on Thanksgiving.
It's a war on Thanksgiving.
Nobody's talking about every year the war on Christmas. What about Thanksgiving?
What about the way that more and more Americans are forced to either participate in Black Friday that has extended into Thanksgiving, either because they work at an establishment that has to be open, or because they can't pass up those deals? War on Thanksgiving.
War on Thanksgiving.
But you get one day for Thanksgiving. That's Thanksgiving. And you eat your dinner and you watch Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Have yourself a cry. That's the end of Thanksgiving. Also,
football. If you're 90% back up, watching football too.
Back up. If you can't watch Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, or if you want those Thanksgiving time feelings to linger, and this isn't quite a Thanksgiving movie, I don't think, but it always makes me give similar feelings. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. It's kind of like Planes, Trains, and Automobiles 2. Dutch. Have you ever seen Dutch with Ed O'Neill?
No.
Note to self, check in to see if Dutch started as a spec script for Planes, Trains, and Automobiles 2.
Yeah, well...
You know what I mean?
We'll have to check that out.
Well, think about it.
We have the internet right here. Let's take a look.
We're just going to take a look. For those of you who don't know, Dutch is... I mean, surely everyone knows what Planes, Trains, and Automobiles is. The story of John Candy and Steve Martin trying to make their way back home for Thanksgiving. And all sorts of wacky misadventures that take them along the way. Dutch is the story of a fella, Ed O'Neill, who has to go pick up his...
this is now that I'm looking at the posters.
This is to go pick up his girlfriend's, or fiance, I think, possibly, her son. Somewhat estranged. He's been off at boarding school, so he's all, like, indignant and, disgruntled. And he has to bring this kid home for the holidays, and a bunch of wacky schmacky, issues pop up along the way that waylay them time and again. Extremely similar themes in a lot of ways, but one's like between two adult men, and one's between an adult man and a kid. It's kind of weird.
Well, it says there was a planned sequel to this movie, but it never happened.
Weird.
It has a 6.3 on IMDb, which isn't bad for IMDb, actually.
Mm-hmm. No, Dutch is a good one. Especially if you like Ed O'Neill. If you like Ed O'Neill, want to see his chops a little bit.
I'll have to remember this one.
Anyway, you can extend...
John Hughes wrote this script.
Really?
Yeah.
That makes sense. So, in other words, folks, yeah, you can extend out those special Thanksgiving time feelings with a viewing of Dutch after you've already washed down your viewing of Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Huh. Yeah, the director of this movie also directed Crocodile Dundee.
Weird.
Yeah,
Weird.
getting all the connections there. So yeah, I will have to check that out. I feel like I saw it a long time ago. Like,
We went pretty far off, by the way. All of that was in case you want to extend your Halloween spookiness
oh
feelings.
yeah.
You can go ahead and watch the Jake and Trev Halloween special we did last year. This year we didn't get off our fat duffs and make a Halloween special for
But
you.
we did stay on our fat duffs to do a Halloween live episode, which if you missed last week was
Yep.
totally awesome.
It was a real humdinger.
And if you missed it live, as usual, we recorded it, so
Yeah.
it is on YouTube in its full glory.
Hey, maybe you're watching this right now and you think, oh boy, I am in part of an exclusive club. I don't know why I'm making fun of you guys watching this, but maybe you think, oh, I'm in an exclusive club. But I sure wish I could show these episodes to my friends, but they just can't. They just
make
can't
it to
be
the live
here
show.
on Wednesday nights at 10 o'clock. I mean, lots of things are going on Wednesdays at 10 o'clock. I understand. Well, good news, fella. We actually have all of our episodes of Jake and Trev Review Everything Live available on our YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/Jake and Trev Review.
I think
Is
it's
it
just Jake and Trev because
Just
YouTube,
Jake and Trev.
Yeah.
Do yourself a favor if there's any confusion. If that doesn't come up, you just go to youtube.com/search Jake and Trev.
Jake and Trev Review Everything.
I'm pretty sure it'll bring us up with just Jake and Trev now.
Yeah. Well, if you type in Jake, it's like Jake and Amir, Jake and the Neverland
If you
Pirates.
say Jake and, yeah, it'll Jake and the Neverland Pirates? No.
No.
Don't even, and it's even worse because if you go Jake and T, oh, see, that's Jake and the Neverland Pirates.
Yeah.
See, you fake yourself out.
Yeah. So don't do
Listen,
that technical thing.
and by the way, Disney Channel, you should be ashamed of yourselves for having the audacity to try to push a Neverland set story that's main character isn't somehow Peter Pan. Get the fuck out of here. I don't give a shit who Jake is. Jake's bullshit. Peter Pan's the real deal.
You know what the other Jake I'm getting sick of is?
You? Who?
No, Jake from State Farm. You know, people keep like...
Yeah?
Oh.
Jake from State Farm?
Yeah. Well, I heard that like a million times, and I the first few times I brushed it off. Yeah. What are you wearing, Jake from State Farm?
I'm wearing a polo shirt.
Yeah, but I never saw that commercial. So for like 3 months after the commercial became popular, they played it every 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, apparently, because I don't watch conventional TV, so I was like, ha ha ha, that's funny. You're funny for making that connection.
Jake
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Are celebrated futurists. We're the Isaac Asimov and the Isaac Clarke.
Philip K. Dick.
And also the Philip K. Dick.
I will be Philip K. Dick.
You want to be Philip?
I totally.
Okay,
call
we're
it
the Isaac
Dicks.
Asimov and Philip Dick of the
Philip
review
K.
world.
Dick.
Is there another?
K?
Is there another Philip Dick?
Probably.
Like that you do, like, because I know, like, in the modern, like, in the screenwriting world in Hollywood, if you're a member of one of the guilds, you have to have a completely unique name on your like credentials.
Oh, yeah.
Like a producer of Futurama and Simpsons, David X. Cohen.
Well,
His middle name is not X and does not start with an X, but there was already a David Cohen in the guild, so he had to put it in there.
Far be it for me to be, a racist about it, but there's probably, I'm pretty sure I've seen a few David Cohens in credits for.
What are you saying, Jake?
For shows and movies, and that Cohen is a common name in Hollywood.
Acceptable.
Jews.
Oh no! Oh no!
No,
see,
no,
it was almost okay.
No.
No secret Jewish cabal who controls the internet. Don't shut our site. It's already down. We're already been cut broadcast. Nobody's hearing the words coming out of my mouth now.
The twist is greater than that, Trev, because I happen to be a lizard man.
What? Like,
I'm a reptoid.
Like Reince Priebus?
Yeah, like Reince Priebus.
Reince Priebus. Hey guys, we all, as you know, Jake and Trev, we like to stray away from politics. It's a hotbed.
All right.
It's a hotbed. We love all of you. We don't want you to think that Mom and Dad are angry at any of you. But, okay, so the Republicans won pretty handily in most races and in the elections. yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll be the first to admit if anyone's paying attention, I'm a little liberal. I'm at least a little liberal, maybe a lot liberal. This, I mean, I know the mug. This is kind of for yucks.
You're trying to blend in now.
I'm trying to.
Is the idea?
Sure.
You're trying to, you know.
Well, I mean, obviously the tide has turned.
It's like that scene in Shaun of the Dead where they put zombie guts on them to
Yeah.
make them seem like zombies.
No, see, I'm with you guys.
But
I tried to look as uncomfortable taking that drink of coffee as I could. But the chairman of the Republican National Committee is a gentleman by the name of Reince Priebus, and every time I hear his name said on the news, all I can think of is he is an agent, a Reptoid agent from the Lizard Man Queen, who has somehow made it this far into his infiltration and still forgotten to change his Lizard Man name into something that even vaguely resembles a human name. So that's my political theory of the day. Reince Priebus of the Republican National Committee. You're a lizard man, and I'm on to you. He's on to you. Bow, bow, bow.
Webley 420 says, "Yeah, Dutch is an awesome movie." Hey, you got somebody who remembers Dutch?
Someone else who watches Dutch.
There you go.
He knows.
That's awesome. So yeah, so Halloween episode. We got the Epson commentators return to Oz episode, the VHXS Alien Predators. We got the live show, the Halloween live show. Unless I already said that, I don't know.
Maybe, probably.
Well, I said Halloween twice, but that was last year's and this year's. So.
Yeah, it's true.
Okay, so we got all that. There are new episodes of Doctor Who. Can you give us a teaser for the new Doctor Who?
Oh gosh, it's tough. We're right here in the the season finale. This is kind of a weird one. I mean, I didn't expect to be here so soon. I feel like I just started doing the short council again for Doctor Who, and we're already out, which is weird.
It's because of the we're not like dicks about it because we're friends with some Britons, so I mean,
right.
Obviously, the worst thing to open with when you're like, well, I'm not.
Listen, I don't want to be. Let's not like I'm saying anything bad about black people, and I've got lots of black friends.
It's
so,
like no, it's just
whoa.
You lose right out
nope.
the gate. But they have short seasons for their shows.
It's ridiculous.
It's like 12 episodes. The only thing I do like, and
man, what kind of asshole would have a 12-episode season?
That's us. We're the assholes.
It's us. It's our first season. Was 12 episodes exactly.
But yeah, so basically, Spaced.
Spaced.
Yeah, we were just talking about Shaun of the Dead. Well, I was just talking about Shaun of the Dead, but Spaced was 2 seasons. They're 12 episodes or 6 episodes piece, actually. I think.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that.
Sure, I'll take your word.
But that's one thing that I do enjoy is that they finished. I mean, it's a complete series.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like they got bored and then
they don't pull the rug out from shows over in Britain.
No, they end it. Like even the first season, because there's 2 seasons. The first season, the end of the first season was pretty conclusive.
Mm-hmm.
It was a little cliffhangery, but it didn't end on a bad note at least.
Mm-hmm.
And then like come the second season, like started right where it left off, and then the end was like the end of the series, which worked out really well.
Sure.
So I mean, they're never going to do that to Doctor Who.
No. But big shakeups. Cybermen are back. Cybermen are back once again.
Are they?
I think that they're. Yeah.
Is it because it's the season finale? Do you think?
Listen. I'm not done being scared of the Cybermen. I'm so done being scared of the Daleks. I'm so done being scared of some things. But the Cybermen just freak me out.
Okay, now here's a question.
Jake.
And I'm going to ask this on behalf of our audience, okay?
Uh-huh.
And I kind of know, not super a lot, but so you have the Daleks and the Cybermen. What is the difference between, because they're both like scary robot guys?
Well,
what's the difference?
Well, the main difference is that the Daleks are a race.
They're cyborgs.
Well, they are cyborgs,
Hmm.
yes. They're kind of little squiddy guys
Hmm.
in a robotic
Like
battle suit, basically.
the thing inside the dude's head from Men in Black.
No, it's more it's larger and more squiddy than that.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so you got little squiddy guys in these Dalek
Trash
suits.
cans.
hmm and they're basically indestructible for the most part now. It used to be that you could take them on with certain types of weapons and so forth, and it used to be you had to worry about them. You didn't have to worry about them coming upstairs and so forth like that. But they basically can fly around now. They have
Yeah.
like force
I
fields.
remember in
They
the
have destructo beams. I don't know what they're really called. I like calling any general purpose like laser gun to be a destructo beam.
yeah, I remember in the early, like, when they first get, what was it, like 2003 or 2004 when they first
hmm
started coming back, or when they came back with Doctor Who. That was like the first thing where it was like, haha, they can't go down or upstairs, and they're like, now we can.
Yeah. So here's the thing, so the Cybermen when they started out were also a race from another world,
Mm.
Mondus, which was Earth's twin world, like
Mundus.
in the opposite solar path,
Okay.
like on the other side of the sun from us, so we could never see it.
Really?
Yeah, it's counter Earth.
Mm.
It's Vulcan, dude. Anyway, so but now they're originally from basically so it was the classic Cybermen. The new Cybermen that appeared first in the new series were from a parallel universe where Cybermen came into being on Earth
Mm.
instead of Mondus.
Did they end up fighting the ones from Mondus?
No, but they did it seems end up merging with
Uh,
the Cybermen from
like
Mondus.
creating like a bigger
Like
force
a
of.
more unified, singular Cyberman.
Yikes.
And here's the problem, Jake. Daleks want to destroy you,
Mm-hmm.
okay? But there's at least peace and oblivion,
Okay.
okay? Cybermen, well, sometimes they want to delete you,
Okay.
which is like being exterminated.
Okay.
But sometimes they want to cyber convert you.
So they're the Borg.
They were the Borg before they were ever the Borg.
Okay. So okay.
That's why they're fucking terrifying. And they got these fucking armored suits and everything.
Right. Right. You know, with the things and the
And occasionally for extra scares they'll like pry the face mask off of one of these Cybermen and it's all like it's nothing good is underneath the
Oh
helmet.
no. I
You
think
know
I
what I
remember.
mean?
Yeah.
Nothing good is underneath that
Mm,
fucking helmet.
mm. Like imagine I imagine now just having played like Five Nights at Freddy's.
hmm Oh yeah. Dude, no thanks. No fucking thanks.
I get in the Cyberman suit.
Right. Well that's
You
nothing
know,
nothing well and that's the thing. It's a very scary idea. Any sort of enemy
loss of
that
identity
loss of
is really like
identity,
that's the fear.
turning into the monster that that you're fighting. It's kind of a werewolf sort of vibe there,
Right.
vampire. Yeah. So I mean, I've often been scared of the Cybermen, and they're back, and they're connected with Missy, and I really don't want to go any farther than
Okay.
that.
Okay. All right. And I've been watching Gotham,
hmm
which Trevor hasn't seen
Oh,
yet. You have to see it.
that's
You
what you
have to see
say.
it.
That's what you
Well,
say.
here's the thing. If you've been watching the show for a while, obviously when they first announced Gotham, neither of us were too happy about it. The idea
What's
of
to be happy about, precisely?
right. I mean, it's the joke like, do you like Batman? Do you want to see Batman as a little kid?
Why would I?
Yeah,
Why would I want that?
but really, I mean, like, it's not. I really wish that they didn't have to have Bruce Wayne in it as a little kid because seriously, every scene that he's had in every episode has been superfluous. There's no reason for it to be there at all. You could cut it. You could make a super cut of the show so far.
Without him,
Just cut him out completely, and it would still make sense. I'm not kidding.
that's the worst.
Yeah, because there's no. There really hasn't been. I think there was one episode where he was involved intrinsically in the plot, and even then, they kind of don't even like. He's not even necessary.
Mhm.
They have to think of ways to put him into the story because
Is
the story it's Jim Gordon. It's Jim Gordon GPD is what they should call it. GCPD. That's what it is, and from that standpoint, it's pretty cool. Obviously, a lot of the tie-ins to the comics, the comic characters is interesting. I mean, you have Christmas Allen, you have Renee Montoya.
Sure.
The Penguin is obviously like a huge character in the show. They have a few other characters that are
I
kind
never
of.
liked the Penguin.
I'm not me neither, but I feel like somebody must have thought like he's not really that superpowered. For the most part, he's usually just depicted as being like somewhat deformed or something. In the show, he does like have a waddle.
Mm-hmm.
That's how he gets his
like
nickname.
like he had like a broken leg that didn't heal right at one point or
Yeah.
something like that.
So I'm sure somebody thought, how do we get a Batman character that doesn't freeze people or have plant powers or use?
Oh, that sucks. They literally picked the guy that was the easiest to pick on to depict on TV.
Yeah.
Shame on them.
Well.
Well, seriously, the whole thing is
It would work. Believe me, like I feel like they're trying to ramp it up though, and that's another thing that's interesting. I'm honestly, I said I'd eat my words if it was good. It's not mind blowing, but it is entertaining. So I'm eating my words right now. Definitely, I recommend. I have to recommend the show.
Right.
That's another thing because you kind of in the first few episodes you get that feeling like, okay, they're gonna play it completely straight. They're gonna not do any superpower stuff, but it's like leaking in from the edges. Like there are certain things, like it started off as like straight crime and that's like the main story, but then there are just little things here and there where there's like super science or where there's like supernatural stuff or whatever, and you get that feeling like Gotham really is part of like a bigger world. Like Gotham's problems in the show aren't like crazy superpowered or anything because Jim Gordon isn't a fucking superhero. He's just an honest cop stuck in a crooked cop world. But they do let it in. I mean, kind of spoilery, but they do have like an episode where they address what's it called? Venom, the chemical that keeps Bane all beefy. And the episode's called Viper, and it deals with like the drug before that drug. That like they tested it and it didn't work, but they made it better and they turned it into Venom. So Viper is the original, and so you get that, but they still do it practically. Like it's not like, and we were talking about this earlier before the show, but with like the CW. Everything is fantastical. You got your Smallvilles and your Flashes and your Arrows, and I feel like Arrow's probably a little more grounded.
Gritty, yeah, a little bit more grounded in reality.
But it's still,
But it still is a universe where the Flash is also happening, so it's not that gritty.
You're right. But I mean, I could wax about it all day. I honestly recommend it. But
I can't understand, by the way, why Jake isn't watching Arrow. Like it's got hot vigilante billionaire playboy action. It's got Solomon Grundy. It's got
Solomon. You never said that it had Solomon Grundy.
Well, it's not quite a Solomon Grundy the way that you're thinking of him.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why I didn't really bring it up because I didn't want you to be I didn't want to break your heart. Well, basically, he's a fairly mindless, superpowered brute that almost breaks Arrow at one point. It's got Deathstroke the Terminator.
Well, okay, Jake, I saw those scenes.
It's got Deathstroke the fucking Terminator.
No, I know.
You know what they call him, right?
Deathstroke the Terminator.
That's right. That's what they call him.
I feel bad for that character too because they just dropped the Terminator, which is fine. Like Deathstroke's still a strong name.
It's a strong moniker.
But when you add the Terminator on the end of it, it just makes it's like poetry.
Deathstroke
the Terminator. It's awesome. But they were like,
he was the Terminator. He was the Terminator before the Terminator came out as a movie.
It's true. They changed it because Terminator got popular, not because Terminator had already existed.
That's true. So that's a fact.
Wait. No, that's a lie. No, because Terminator came out in...
I'm 90% sure that's true. I'm going to look it up on my phone.
Well, no, because Deathstroke...
Quick! Distract them, Jake.
Okay, here's the thing, though. Deathstroke and Deadpool came out around the same time. They were created by two guys that worked for Marvel and DC that hung out with each other. and they both came up with essentially the same idea for a character, which was interesting because it's kind of like the twin paradox, where you're talking about like taking two twins and you raise them in separate households or whatever, and you figure out like, is there anything that, like they are genetically predisposed to or whatever, but sometimes they grow up different, sometimes they don't, and they definitely, like, Deadpool and Deathstroke grew up like way different. They're entirely different characters.
Deathstroke the Terminator's first appearance
Uh-huh.
was in 1980. 4 years before 1984's The Terminator.
What?
Yeah, son. 4 years.
Well, that means Deathstroke predates Deadpool by like 12 years.
Yeah.
I thought they came out around the same time.
I'm gonna look up Deadpool, see where he first showed up.
February 1991.
Let's find out if Jake's right.
It was New Mutants 98.
February 1991. New Mutants 98. Created by.
I don't know.
Created by. Created by.
It was created by, obviously, Rob Liefeld.
And.
Fuck. No.
It's like Spanish as hell.
Oh yeah. Rob Liefeld and I always have trouble pronouncing his name, but I can't remember it right now. What is it?
Fabian Mestiza.
Yeah. Rob Liefeld drew, and Nicieza was
Nicieza
was the
inker, colorer.
No, he was the writer.
Writer.
He wrote it. He was the guy who, Liefeld,
Oh yeah, Rob. That's right. Rob Liefeld's an artist. I forgot.
Yeah, a lot of people forget that. Boom!
Boom! I'll take that, Rob Liefeld, who's watching the program.
I follow his Twitter, and it's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Rob Liefeld is like, I don't know if maybe like, and I'm generalizing here, but I don't know if maybe like, and my dad's gonna hate this too, that like some of the most oblivious comic makers got together to make Image in the 90s.
Oh my god.
I mean, okay, they did create some good stuff, and Image has since gone. I mean, obviously Walking Dead came from Image, Invincible came from Image.
There's some good stuff over there.
Yeah, and Spawn was good for its time. I feel like Spawn is kind of a cornerstone of the 90s.
Sure.
Especially with comics. It changed the game.
Savage Dragon.
But they were all just.
There's a cartoon.
I feel like Image was just.
There was a cartoon.
Oh yeah, there was a cartoon of Max. There was a cartoon of Spawn. There's an HBO show of Spawn, which is actually pretty good.
Yeah, sure.
It was not
pretty,
bad.
It was pretty brutal.
But yeah, they Image was just full of bros.
Youngblood comics.
Cyberforce. I know
all of them suffered from the debilitating eye disease known as Youngblood's disease, which over time slowly makes the eye draw tighter and tighter, as if you were biting into the most sour lemon that you've ever tasted, until eventually the eye disappears completely.
Yeah.
And what you were left with is a pile of wrinkles
No,
on your face.
Yeah, it's just your forehead. It's overtaken your eyes.
Youngblood's disease.
It is annexed the territory where your eyes should
be.
be.
It's one of the most advanced cases we've ever seen. Also, their feet are drawn terribly.
Yeah.
Sorry, Rob. Draw some feet. I feel bad. Like, on the other hand, I say to myself, like
he was a big mover and shaker in the 90s, and
he inspired a lot of people. And,
well, he did do Deadpool core too. Which I wasn't a huge fan of, but some people liked it. I don't know. Let's see. Cyrus McCarter says agreed to something that we said. Let's see. They're talking about Oregon legalizing weed yesterday.
Oh, legalize it.
And then Mama Pete says hello to everyone, and Webley said hi. So Cyrus and our fourth mystery viewer, if you're here, say hi to Trev's mom.
Yep, and say hi to Jake's dad.
Say hi to my dad.
Say hi to my mom. You know how this works.
But yeah, so I'll probably watch Arrow at some point.
Sure.
I probably.
Well, what I was going to actually suggest, because here's the thing. I think that you should. Here's what we'll do. I'll watch the first episode of Gotham.
Okay.
If you watch the first episode of the new season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Ooh.
It's reinvented
see.
itself in a lot of ways.
I don't. But I.
It has things that it lacked last time, like a good central antagonist.
Okay. All right. I'll give. I still have like I think like 4 or 5 episodes before I finish the first season.
Hmm.
Here, it's really hard to go back to though because it was so disappointing. I stopped watching I think 1 or 2 episodes after
You didn't
Captain
say
America
that
came out.
about Star Trek: The Next Generation, Jake. The first season of Star Trek TNG was abysmal. Abysmal.
I knew it. It wasn't bad.
I know.
It was finding its footing, and eventually, like everyone got their own characters and stuff.
Huh. You mean like kind of like Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. in their first season?
Yeah, but they didn't disband fucking Starfleet. 6 episodes into the goddamn show.
Okay, that's fair. That's kind of fair. That's a fair point. Fair point. Fair play.
But yeah, let's see. Nikki Manny says, hi, Trip's mom, Jake's dad. Cyrus McCarter says, hello, Phyllis, hello, Todd. And Webley says, hello, Jake's dad.
You already said hi to Mama?
Yep.
Man, these guys are they play such ball with us.
Hell yeah,
I loves it.
Oh yeah. So that's TV though. That's superhero TV. This is
Well, hold on.
a superhero super mash right now.
I'm gonna put the brakes here. I just wanted to address something. In the name of additional content, going back a little bit, as many of you know, I recently just said that the Doctor Who season is drawing to a close, which will mean, again, the temporary end of the Short Council.
Okay.
Till we find another show worthy of discussion.
Okay.
And as many of you know, I've been spending some of my free time playing the Steam game DayZ. And I was thinking that what I'm thinking about doing is recording some of these play sessions, maybe editing them, probably editing them,
I would probably.
almost definitely editing them, and putting them up available for you folks to watch. So if that's something you're interested in, viewer, leave a comment on the Facebook, leave an email to jakeandtrevorvieweverything@gmail.com. Let us know your opinion. Let us know that this is something you might be interested in. I always want to give the people what they want. And on that note, giving people what they want, I want to give a big shout out to my Cirque boys. Cirque, Treneris Incidental Response Command. Whoop, whoop!
That was all gibberish, man.
I know he didn't get a thing of it, but they get it.
No, I was also thinking about doing, because obviously I have the VHXS. I still have a lot of, if I did mess the camera up, I could show you just out of frame. I mean, how many VHS would you say?
Hundreds.
Hundreds?
Hundreds of VHSs.
Hundreds of VHSs. So I got plenty of material for that. But also, behind the camera, I just recently picked up an activator for the Genesis.
Oh, I feel like you're gonna be disappointed in the activator.
I want to do. I'm thinking about maybe because it's yet untitled because I can't think of anything clever. My initial idea was Cart Rage, but apparently there's a chiptunes band, and I don't want to step on being associated with the chiptunes community, knowing LT Gray Ultimo.
Sure.
I don't want to step on anybody's toes.
Well, he could end up being furious about that.
Yeah, I don't want to piss off LT Gray Ultimo.
No.
But then also.
Otherwise, he'll suplex us into the ground.
Nobody wants that. Nobody wants to be suplexed.
I don't.
I don't want that. So, but anyways, I was thinking maybe like the first episode to do about peripherals, because I have a fair amount of pretty shitty peripherals. And weird controllers. I actually have a controller for the PlayStation that's like a wheel, except for it like moves like this. So I assume like you hold one hand stationary and the other one to like turn the wheel, like while you're like driving or something.
Weird.
It's a really weird control. It's not even. It's a controller size, but it's a circle, and I don't know. It's weird, but yeah, I do have the Menacer. Oh, I was reading on the box because I've never seen the box before. I do when I was younger. Flashback. When I was younger, I had the Menacer. I had both the scopes. It's I don't know why it's all modular and stuff. Apparently, they thought that would be cool, where it's got like the stock and then the scope top and you could take the scopes off, and then it's also like just a straight up like iron sight or you can take all of that off and it just looks like a
Like a
laser
light
tag
gun.
gun. Yeah, it's not really, none of that's necessary. But I found out, according to the box, why it has two scopes.
What?
Well, here's the thing, because you'd think you'd only need one, right? Because if you're left-handed or right-handed, if you're shooting either way,
Uh-huh.
like you can just put the scope in one, but you could switch it
Uh-huh.
on the iron sight because there's two things up there.
Uh-huh.
But it comes with two scopes. So is it so you can switch really quick or not? No. It is for binocular view. It is actually a feature that they tout on the box, where it's the most uncomfortable thing ever because it's in the middle of the gun.
All right, so you got your.
You literally have to be like 10 years old to be able to reach it.
Sure.
If you have a wingspan of like over like 2 feet,
No.
there's no way that you're reaching that. But you're supposed to wear them like binocular.
What?
There's a picture of the kid on the box.
Weird. That's so weird.
But I would love to do, and I have the power glove and everything else. So I would love to do like just the.
You have a Rob?
I wish. Rob is actually pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
You can control him through your Nintendo.
Oh.
Yeah, you play games and he sits and does stuff while you're playing video games.
Like what? Does he make you drinks?
No.
I imagine it'd be
That
like
would
a
be
little,
sweet. Yeah.
like a little robot cocktail.
No, he lifts rings.
Oh. Sounds great.
It's awesome. But yeah, so weird peripherals are always nice too. So, or video games or whatever. I also like video games. So, I just want to do a video game show. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about that? Trev doing his DayZ, avoiding
being killed
by one or two zombies and a shit ton
and also
of
hackers.
Hackers.
Oh my god.
Can you hack zombies into the game? Can you spawn zombies?
I don't know, but
Has there ever been a situation where you felt like, where did all these zombies come from?
yes, there have been there have been patches where the zombie spawner in cities was broken.
Oh, no.
So it wasn't so bad. Like they wouldn't accumulate too many, but even though you could take a bunch down, it would say there needs to be this many zombies way too often. So even if you just took down like 8 zombies in a couple block radius, they start spawning in again, and as soon as you start moving fast, they can hear you and they come after you. No,
Nice.
it's pretty bad. Also, hackers can take the explosion from when you blow up gas stations,
Mm-hmm.
and they can pack a bunch of those into a really tiny space of a grenade. So
wait, how do they do?
I don't know how they do it, but hackers would take all these explosions from. They would basically say,
Did they siphon the explode? Like, do they explode a gas station and then put it in a grenade?
I wish that's what they actually had to do, because then that would at least feel like a little bit of work. But no, they just basically say, inside this grenade is the explosive power of 500 gas station explosions.
Was that the tactical nukes you were talking about?
Hmm?
The nukes?
Yes.
Those
are tactical nukes. Those are what the tactical nukes are. There are chicken shit hackers in the game DayZ who use these tactical nukes to spread terrorism. There's terrorists, guys. There are terrorists, and we do not negotiate with them. So,
let's see.
Let that be said.
Let's see. Nikki Manti says, I wasn't impressed with Gotham. I feel like maybe my expectations were so low that just having a good show, it's not amazing. I'm not like, oh, what happens next? But it's passable. Webley420 says, yes, DayZ is epic. I'd watch. Cirque represent. And then Bean Chomp, a new viewer, welcome Bean Chomp, says Cirque OP. I don't know what that means. That's a lot of acronyms.
I think it's saying we're overpowered.
Oh.
We have exactly as much power as we deserve to have.
And then Webley says, I think it would be a good idea. The new patch is awesome. So
yeah, new patch drop today. We're at 0.50.
All right, stop. Bring it down a notch with the DayZ stuff.
What?
There's a new patch.
Okay, it's not that much lingo. No, patch of software for the
Oh,
game.
right. Okay, I know.
It's a software patch.
Right.
We're at 0.50 now. So
one would be the release.
One would be the release. So
okay.
Theoretically,
you're half there.
We're halfway there. We're halfway there.
Yeah.
We got pump action shotguns today. We got AK-74s.
Is that like an AK-47 in reverse?
That's another similar model to the AK-47. Yeah. There's a mini.
I was making a joke.
I know. There's a mini AK-74. It's like an iPad mini, but for AKs. So you can be hip, and it's like more portable.
Oh man. So let's see. Oh, but Bean Chomp says he's part of Cirque. He is Ghost.
Oh, Ghost. Welcome.
Cyrus McCarter says Cirque for the win.
Oh. See,
well,
since over half of the
I'm gonna go grab some coffee. You have fun.
Hey, excuse me, sir, can you come on.
You son of a bitch.
Well, you're the one walking off camera.
Is he this needy on Daisy? Is he write in the comments?
Write in the comments whether I'm needy,
Just
and Captain Tex will read your comments.
Okay.
So make sure they're good and honest, guys. No, it's a lot of fun. There's certainly a lot of things to do, more so than there used to be. Most of it consists of gearing up and looking for people that need to be killed, and you have to make the call whether that's bandits or people with stuff that you want. I mean, I've played Fallout before, and I've definitely played Fallout in Huh?
Cream,
cream, please. I've often played DayZ in a. I've often played Fallout in a nice hat, now you die kind of way, but we don't play DayZ like that. It's not how we roll, son. We're trying to convince Jake here to join us. He's got a little bit of a hardware issue to deal with, but he's interested. One of these days, though, I'm going to try to get him over to the house to sit behind the chair a little bit here and get a little bit more familiarity with it. Sorry, I'm tired. That's why I need the coffee. He's just gonna take his time out there. I mean, he's probably gonna like have a cigarette or something. Just really let me sit here and stew for a little while. Let's see. Bean Chomp says he's the captain. He gets everything and everything. He says, Bean Chomp says he's the captain. He gets everything and everyone's okay with it. I will confirm that my squad mates are pretty generous with their things. At least every time I log in, it seems like I got some. Whoa! It seems like we got somebody who has some totally sweet gear for me.
No, these are mine.
Jake's got some serious nerve power here. He's got a couple of some saws, it looks like.
Yeah, they're essentially saws. They're missing some parts, but they are the Stampede.
The Stampede.
There's
30, by the way, I want
30 to 35 rounds of I think it's 120 rounds a minute. Nerf action.
Do they sell even more ridiculous drums?
No, actually, this is the biggest drum they have. Is 35. Yeah, and they're loaded.
You can just put so much lead downfield with that thing.
I don't know if you can see that, but one of these is filled with the zombie ammo. One's the regular ammo. So
that one's for zombies. That one's for peoples.
Yeah. Here, hold this one.
I like I said, I hate to be the one to say it, but I can see a third one of these guns just off screen.
There we go. Just,
that'd be fun to be able to find these in DayZ. Not squad automatic weapons. That'd be silly. but like big ridiculous Nerf guns, so you could
Oh my God,
shoot at other people without it being a big problem.
Well, hold on.
The closest we have right now to that is a 22.
Well, here you can hold on to that one. But yeah, this is. Hold on, I'll throw them on for a demonstration real quick, and then we can. You want to do the Marvel DC movie?
Sure.
All right, but this is a regular one here.
Just so much lead downfield, or foam in this case.
This is both of them.
Oh my God! Just get wrecked.
Yeah.
Just get wrecked with this stuff.
But yeah, actually, those are technically for sale on Jake Salvage, sale or trade. So I got more stuff than that. While we're cross promoting here with your Cirque team, I got tell them about Jake Salvage.
Oh, well, I talked about. Well, why don't you tell them about Cirque then? No.
They already know about Cirque.
They do. They do already know about Cirque. So, for those of you who don't know, if you are a retro collector of video games, movie mediums like VHS tapes, I'm sure he's even interested in laser discs.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Jake Salvage, which is operated by Jake here, is a group. You can find it on Facebook. He's a totally reasonable item seller.
Oh, absolutely.
And he finds all kinds. He scours the local area for all kinds of hot deals. He's got VHS copies of movies you thought that you'd never see again. He's got copies of movies you've never heard of. He's got copies of movies that will never get a DVD or Blu-ray release. There's some long forgotten treasures here. We've watched a couple of them. And if you have any such treasures too, he trades for them. He buys them. He sells them. He gets his ass to Mars and sells it to Wayland Yutani. See, that was like a reference to two different sci-fi franchises.
I applaud that. Yeah. That was good. No, I also I just did my first giveaway. It was a like and share giveaway. It was a Halloween pack. I had Friday the 13th for the NES. I had
awesome game.
Yeah, I had a D&D module for Ravenloft. The I can't remember the Frightlands or something. The Nightmare Lands. The Nightmare Lands. I had Halloween on VHS. Texas Chainsaw Massacre on DVD. I had a spooky 50s devil mask for Halloween costume that was really spooky.
It was.
And a deck of zombie playing cards. So I gave those away. We had a winner. But hopefully closer to Christmas, I'll have another prize pack. Maybe Christmas related, but not in the way that you think. So, that could be cool too. So,
so all Cirque members and aspiring Cirque members should go like and share Jake Salvage on Facebook.
Facebook.com/Jake Salvage.
And while you're there, you might as well go ahead and go to JakeandTrevorReviewEverything.com, like and share. Guys.
Well, Jake and Trevor Review Everything on Facebook, and then PeanutButterDisaster.com.
That's more correct than what I said.
I wonder what. I'm trying to think. Which one is longer? PeanutButterDisaster.com
or JakeandTrevorReviewEverything.com.
I think Jake and Trevor is probably longer. Let's go to the chat here. Chat's blowing up. Let's see. Oh man. Let's see. AK74U. Cyrus McCarter says he's horribly needy. Let's see. Your mom says you are not needy. Captain Tex is awesome. He's Captain. Yeah, you told me that. Because it makes sense. JQ would love it, man. I would love to have the $30 to pick it up. Maybe one of these days. Also says Nerf! Which is awesome. Ready for the zombie outbreak. Damn it, that's wicked. By Webley. Wish I was there. Bean Champ. Webley says, well, they would be better than the Sporter. And LMG that shoots 22.
So, Jake, you know what a 22 is in terms of how small it is as a bullet.
Right.
It's dinky.
Right.
You shoot somebody in the head with it, it'll fucking kill them. But but aside from that, it's people joke about it being a non-damaging weapon.
Right. It's still bullets, but they're not as big as bullets get.
Right. Well,
they're pretty on the small scale of bullets.
we were experimenting on Daisy, and everyone experiments. It's totally natural, guys. It's
Listen,
natural to
everyone
experiment.
went to Daisy College.
Okay. But no, we were experimenting with 22 caliber rifles, and they do not cut muster when you're
No.
patrolling the main streets
Oof.
of Chernarus.
Do you have to get a headshot to do anything?
Pretty much. I seem to recall Webb at least like put 6 shots in somebody's face during a hot zone encounter, and
Still
it did
didn't drop.
nothing. Um,
Sucks.
I mean, I guess not literally his face, because surely that would have done something. But you know, you drop 6 shots in somebody, you at least want to see him like stagger or go down or something. You know.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing about Daisy. I am pretty active on Steam right now. I've been getting. Cyrus McCarter pointed me to the Humble Bundle, which had a couple of good games. Couple I don't know if I'll. I mean, they're good to have. I'm sure there will be dry spells where there isn't anything or don't have any money for games. So it's nice to have kind of like a backup of games. But there was a couple good ones on there. I just recently picked up Hotline Miami, which I highly recommend. I feel like way Johnny come lately, but on the other hand, I feel like I got it just at the right time because Hotline Miami 2 Wrong Number is coming out soon.
Wrong number.
Yeah, so it's a really good game.
Hotline Miami.
Super hooked on it right now.
Wrong number.
I'm working on my Chivos on that right now. There's not a whole lot of games. Like, I think the other game I played on Steam a lot was Duke Nukem 3D, because I love Duke Nukem 3D. I've loved it my entire life. But replaying it is a lot of fun. But I'm not really like an achievement hunter. If I get an achievement, it's like, cool, I got an achievement. But, you know. And, yeah, Hotline Miami. I need to get all the achievements. And it needs to happen.
Right.
And it's a reason to replay it, too. It is kind of a short game. But it's also just so damned enjoyable. I gotta recommend it. Steam curators in the running here.
Yeah.
Jake and Trev. Do you have any recommendations off the top of your head besides Daisy? Obviously, you're always gonna recommend Daisy.
I would recommend for the free game enthusiast, for the Marvel enthusiast, or for the Bejeweled enthusiast, Marvel Puzzle Quest is usually an excellent pick. If you got $10 to waste, I might recommend Goat Simulator.
It's on sale right now.
It's on sale right now.
$5.
$5.
I can't confirm that it's still on sale, but I did see it earlier today on sale for $5. So
$5. It's a lot of fun. For the record, you do not literally like walk around in a field and eat grass, and you know, I mean, you don't just do goat stuff.
You don't eat grass. You kick ass.
That's right. You rampage.
You can pay me for that, Goat Simulator
it's a goat,
creators.
You're right.
Send the checks to care of Jake Trevor Review Everything. Or Jake Trevor Review Everything.
Care of the
Peanut
internet.
Butter. Care of Peanut Butter Disaster.
Care of the internet.
The internet.
But yeah. No. It's a goat rampage simulator. So have fun with that. You can kill Deadmau5.
You can become Deadmau5.
You
can kill him and become him.
Wear his hood.
It's like a Highlander with goats and techno
gain his
music.
power.
Also, that was another thing. Obviously, I like Drive, but Hotline Miami, I think, takes a lot of cues from like Drive, the original GTA, a lot of 80s stuff. But their soundtrack is so good. I think I probably on the live show even talked a lot about Power Glove and how awesome their music is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good music. They have a kick-ass. They sell the soundtrack on Steam too. I will probably maybe like stream it on services, but you know, it's a good soundtrack, excellent soundtrack, good game. The plot, just really quick, the plot is very like you don't know completely what's going on,
right?
So I feel like the mystery kind of makes the characters really rememberable. You know, enough of a silent protagonist for you to be that person, but not enough to like, you know. I don't know. It was pretty cool.
So we're gonna finish up tonight. We're gonna round up our discussion with talking about the super movies that are on the horizon.
Hold on. I want to go back to chat here. I saw something there. Let's see. Oh, weird. Hold on. Let's see. Bean Chomp says, let's talk about guns. Everybody loves guns. Real life or Daisy. That's true. Guns are cool. Yeah, for as liberal as we both say that we are, guns are still pretty
We
awesome.
love guns.
Yeah. High powered pellet gun in response to the 22.
22, yeah.
For science, we also tested the the testing
Oh,
for science.
yes. We tested brass knuckles today. Ghost and I punched each other out. It was pretty great.
Oh man.
We one punch Pete at each other.
Awesome. Pete. That's good. Let's see. Cyrus McCarter says it's an enjoyable experience of strategic thinking and extreme violence. Hotline Miami, that is. Oh yeah, absolutely. You gotta. It makes you think too, but it makes you think like it's a lot of quick fire reaction. Jake Webley420 says, Jake tried No More Room in Hell. It's a good one. I've been hearing some things about that. I haven't heard a whole lot, but yeah. And says I recommend The Binding of Isaac Rebirth. Do you guys review games as well? We could all play No More Room in Hell if we wanted to. I have not played the original Binding of Isaac. I've heard a lot about it. Just haven't actually played it. I know it's pretty cheap, so I might pick it up at some point.
Mm-hmm.
And I know Rebirth is like it's the sequel. I don't want to misspeak, but I'm pretty sure it's the sequel, if not like a DLC like thing. But yeah, I mean, we do review games.
Yeah.
We have done the original Resident Evil.
We did Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon.
Mm-hmm. That was a sweet episode. Let's see, what else? Did we get a video game in the second season? I don't feel like we did. No, we didn't.
We did movies that were sort of about video games.
And
like arcade.
And we do, we review them, but we also we have a lot of Let's Plays, too.
Yeah, it's true.
Or as we call them, Jake and Trev try to play.
Because we brand things.
Yeah, so if...
And we don't necessarily insist that we will beat the thing.
Yeah, so
we'll try to play it.
So we did, so far, I don't think the Mega Man ones are up still. I think those are all taken down.
Yeah, it's a
We
shame.
had some problems with the audio copyright problems on YouTube.
I want it to be known that we totally slayed Mega Man 2.
Oh yeah, we beat its ass like crazy.
We kicked ass. Secret information about me, Cirque members. Once upon a time, I used to be a very good NES player at a set of games, like 5 or 6 games that
that's
I had.
You only get like 5 or 6
That's what I had.
games.
So
yeah.
I was the total boss at DuckTales. I'm a total boss at fucking Mega Man 2. That's my Mega Man, son. I can play Metal Man's level in my sleep.
Yeah. But yeah, so we did that. I think what we still have up is we did Castlevania, the original Castlevania for the NES. I have a few for Jake Salvage right now, just like 1 hour videos of just sitting down in first impressions and just playing through. Recently did Twisted Metal. We have a up at Northern Michigan University, which is in town here.
Mm-hmm.
There's a group called Push Button Receive Combo, which they have one of their members came over. Mad Mikey, Salty Nips, Mad Mike came over and we played some Injustice Gods Among Us. Actually, we didn't play it. He just annihilated me at it.
Yeah.
For about an hour.
Yeah, no.
He was good. He was good.
That's the thing. Those
guys,
crazy
good.
Jake and I banter, and we talk about the quality of things, and that's what we do. Push Button Receive Combo guys play fighting games. That's what they do.
They're all about that particular bass and not our particular treble.
Right. It's true. No treble.
So, no, they do have commentary too.
Sure.
They do like commentary on their tournaments. I was actually involved in that for a while too. And we did a video of that as well. Seriously, if you guys haven't seen the website, peanutbutterdisaster.com, full of stuff.
Check it out.
Full of stuff.
Check it out.
So, yeah, check that out.
Whether you're a part of Cirque or not, you should be checking these things out.
Oh, yeah. We got like 2 minutes. We'll do... how about we do a speed round? Are you ready?
Yeah.
We're going to do a speed round of the super movies that are coming out up until 2020 and beyond.
I'm going to give them thumbs up or thumbs down as we go along.
All right, we'll both give them thumbs up or thumbs down. Okay, Big Hero 6.
Oh, thumbs up. I think people are going to like this.
I saw a trailer of that. It seems pretty cool.
Seems kind of cool. I like it.
Avengers Age of Ultron.
Thumbs up. That's going to be a big movie. I'm going to really like that one.
Absolutely. Or we'll just all.
Okay, Ant-Man. from Marvel. Thumbs down. Edgar Wright left the production due to creative differences, and I think it's going to disappoint. They're kind of mashing up different versions of Ant-Man, and I don't think I'm going to like any of them.
Thumbs up. I feel like, but the script was definitely he was involved in the script writing, so I feel like it could still shine through, even though the director's not there anymore. Somebody else could put a unique spin on it. We're not speed rounding as fast enough. Fantastic Four.
Thumbs down.
Thumbs down. It's thumbs down.
They cannot. No. Why can't nobody make a fucking authentic Doctor Doom costume that looks menacing as fuck? Everyone's got to try to fuck with it and turn it into something else.
You know who
I'm going to modernize Doctor Doom. No, wrong. You don't modernize Doom.
You know who's basically Doctor Doom? Darth Vader.
Yeah.
Just do Darth Vader, but like with Doctor. How hard is that? All right.
Deadpool.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up. I'm excited for Jake for this.
Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice.
Thumbs up. It's a door opening to a whole new superhero connected world. Captain America: Civil War. Thumbs down. They're jumping the gun on this one. I think that this is a kind of a shitty way to have RDJ kind of exit his obligation from Marvel Studios. But maybe thumbs up because it's actually going to give us like somebody else starring in somebody like this is going to be Iron Man prominently in a Captain America movie. That's like a connection we haven't seen in these movies.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yet.
And it's not in just an Avengers movie.
Right.
And they're not on the same side. Yeah, I gotta say thumbs up. X-Men Apocalypse.
Thumbs down. Too many too much bullshit X-Men stuff.
I don't know, it could be interesting. They're actually getting their version of Thanos before the Avengers are, so could be cool. I'm gonna say thumbs up tentatively. I still haven't seen First Class or Days of Future Past. I've heard both were all right, so check that out.
We're gonna do up through 2017 only because the list goes on for a ways.
Well, we gotta speed round it. We're doing this entirely wrong.
Doctor Strange.
Nope, you skipped.
Oh, Suicide Squad.
Thumbs down.
I'm gonna say thumbs up. I think that could be interesting.
If they get a good Amanda Waller, maybe, but
Doctor Strange.
Obviously, thumbs up. Benedict Cumberbatch.
Oh, thumbs up. Yeah, can't really go wrong.
You get to say this.
Sinister Six. Thumbs down. Giant mistake.
Yep. Wolverine 3.
Thumbs down. There are more interesting X-Men than Wolverine out there.
Once the Deadpool movie comes out, you don't need Wolverine anymore. Just saying.
Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Guardians was a good one.
Yeah. Wonder Woman. Thumbs up.
Finally, a lady-centric superhero movie.
Needs to happen.
Fantastic Four 2. Thumbs down. They're gonna make it even worse the second time around.
Thor Ragnarok. Thumbs up tentatively. Wasn't a huge fan of the last Thor, so.
But it's gonna. I think it's gonna bring some finality to this 3-movie Loki and Thor arc. So it should be interesting.
Yeah.
Black Panther.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up. Interested to see what they're gonna do with all that.
And they're introducing. Supposedly they're introducing Claw in this new Avengers movie.
Ulysses Claw.
Yeah. What does that mean? Justice League. Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
I guess.
Yeah. It's. I got some positive feelings about it.
Ones. How weird.
Venom / Carnage.
Nope.
Oh, I'm sorry. Female-led Spider-Man spinoff. Thumbs down. They don't even know who's gonna be in it.
Venom Carnage.
Thumbs down.
We had this argument before. I think Venom's an interesting character, and if they can figure out how to have that in the movie, then I think they can. You can tell already that they're trying to merchandise Venom. Venom was one of the first. That's the weird thing. Venom was one of the first characters. I think we might have to cut it off after here because the rest is just stupid. But Venom is an interesting. What Disney is doing with Venom is interesting because they have him as one of the first wave figures for the new Marvel 2.0
Disney Infinity, right?
Why? Can you think of any reason why he would be a character besides trying to work him up to the Venom Carnage movie?
Yeah, I understand what you mean. But to be fair, they also have Nova.
Well, Nova is actually part of the Spider-Man TV show.
Right. And also he's part of the Guardians of the Galaxy in the comics. So we could, and we've already been introduced to the Nova Corps, so we might actually get introduced to a superhero Nova in the next Guardians of the Galaxy
Yeah,
movie.
which would be cool. But yeah,
But in any case, we went over already. We gotta exit out for the night, fellas.
yeah.
Thanks for joining us again
Yeah,
for
check
another
out
Wednesday
check out
edition.
the website. If you watch the episode, leave a comment on the website. You can. There's also like all the share buttons for your Tumblrs and your Pinterests and all that.
You can do it all.
Listen. I set the site up for maximum exposure.
You can share us on Tinder. Wait, whoa. No.
If
You don't know what Tinder is. Never mind. It's a joke. Okay, so in any case, it's been great. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next week. Have a good night.